Today, we will cover 5 questions that engineers of various fields are most commonly asked in interviews. As you might already know, I specialize in career placement and spend a lot of time talking to engineers who have interviewed with international companies, helping them in their preparation. However, each interview is unique and different from the others. I'm Alex, a professional engineer with over 15 years of experience, a certified professional career coach, and certified professional resume writer. Following each interview, I engage in conversations to compile a brief list of the questions most frequently asked. While we won't delve into the technical specifics, as it's very widely across professions, these are general questions that nearly every interview includes. We will discuss not only these questions but also a brief overview of how they might be answered. Such questions can be expected in interviews with any company. The first and most straightforward question that begins over 90% of all interviews is: tell me about yourself. Most people misunderstand this question and fail to prepare for it, thinking it will be easy to talk about themselves. They start by sharing personal life details, hobbies, and listing all the jobs they've held, including the cities and places they worked. But employers are not looking for this information. Mostly in the US, by asking this question, an employer is saying, "You have 1 minute to prove why you are the right fit for us." This question is also known as an elevator pitch in the startup world, but in this context you need to prove why you are the right fit for the employer within a minute. But in the Middle East and Asia, this question is mostly used just to start an interview, and nobody is expecting from you something extraordinary. So your response should not exceed 2 minutes. Avoid years, city names, places, equipment, and anything else unfamiliar to your interviewers. Avoid talking about your family, hobbies, or your entire work history. Instead, focus solely on what's relevant to this specific position you are applying for, demonstrating that you are the most suitable candidate. If you have access to the job description, it's crucial to review it carefully and reflect its main requirements to your answer. Since we are discussing engineering positions, emphasize your hard skills and knowledge of various standards and software, as these are likely what the employer is looking for. The second question that's frequently asked in interviews is about your current job responsibilities. If you haven't prepared for this question and your English is at an intermediate level, responding on the spot can be difficult. It's essential to remember that preparation is the key to success. Employers prefer a clear and brief answer, not a lengthy narrative. For instance, if you are applying for a position as an offshore drilling engineer and have relevant experience, avoid discussing unrelated tasks such as drilling in forests or swamps, filling out reports, ordering materials, or doing some other routine work. Instead, focus on a few sentences that best reflect your most relevant experience for the job at hand. Ideally, you should thoroughly review the job description and prepare your answers accordingly.
Sending hundreds of resumes but not getting any response? EngineerNow is a platform for creating resumes for engineers of all professions. The most crucial aspect of a technical specialist's resume is their professional skills. On the EngineerNow platform, technical skills and competencies for almost all engineering professions have been manually selected, and you can add them to your resume with just one click. In today's world, most companies use AI algorithms to screen resumes, so even the format of your resume matters during the selection process. EngineerNow uses formats tested over the years on hundreds of engineers. Use what truly works.
The third commonly asked question is about your experience with a specific type of equipment, maybe technology or general experience in your profession. For example, if you are an engineer specializing in vibration diagnostics, so you might be asked about your experience in this field. Or maybe more specifically, you might be asked about your experience in vibration diagnostics for gas turbines, if the new job requires a specialist with that particular experience. Again, if this was mentioned in the job description, you could have anticipated this question and prepared accordingly. Knowing your profession well, all you need to do is carefully review the job description, understand what the employer is looking for in terms of experience, skills, and knowledge. And then review your resume from the employer's perspective. Consider what questions you might ask if you were reviewing your resume. The first question is about challenges and the challenges you faced at work and how you've solved problems, which can also be more specifically tailored, such as challenges encountered while drilling, let's say, horizontal wells. This question is designed to assess your troubleshooting skills. So then you're about to share examples of challenges you faced. Think about what you will say regarding the solution to these problems, what methods, techniques, and technologies you used, and how you proved yourself as an engineer. The fifth question is about your achievements or a success story, focusing specifically on professional accomplishments rather than your personal ones. If you're a sports champion, discussing this might not work in your favor with the employer, as they're hiring you for the job, not for sports. It's clear that someone who has dedicated part of their life to professional sports might have missed out on professional development opportunities. So be prepared and good luck with your interview.